Hi everyone. We are left with a few topics of Unit 4 Business Communication. So we are going to discuss that in this particular video. So that is the departmental communication. When we are saying departmental communication, we are communicating within the department or the outside through, some kind of form of the communication we are using. So these are basically circular, office order, memo, newsletter. So to start with the circular, this form is used when important and urgent external communications received or important and urgent decisions taken internally have to be circulated to a mass for information and compliance. For example, change in the name and address of an organization, announcement of a new production, and other information concerning the organization and its establishment, etc. So we can see the format of that particular circular. So here this circular is about related to some GST. So Government of India, Minister of Finance, Department of Revenue. So that is they have given the circular. Circular was written to the Principal Chief Commissioner, Chief Commissioner, Principal Commissioners, Commissioners of Central Tax all, the Principal Director Generals, Director Generals all. So they have written about the GST. So whenever we are writing in within the organization uh, to to inform all the masses about our update, so we use the circular. Circular may be internal and external. So internal when we will use that will be for all the employees of the organization, and when it is for external that will be for the outside people. So now the office order. Office order, this form is normally used for issuing instructions meant for internal administration, that is grant of regular leave, distribution of work among officers and sections, holidays and other orders of general nature. It is generally a downward communication. So we can see here the format of the office order as well. Uh, Office order where it has gone. Okay, hold. I can show it from here. I think there has been some mistake in linking that. So I'm just showing it to you. Oh, okay. So first page is not visible. I think just hold. Office order. I think there is some mistake. Okay, so generally what happens in office order, we are actually writing. Okay, it is. I think it is taking some time. Don't know exactly. So generally it is like, notice it is written there office order. Then that office order is issued for what kind of purpose. So that purpose must be written. Like, if you are there, if there is some kind of vacation, some kind of holiday, so that notice office order will be uh, issued by the competent authority that the institution or the organization will remain closed on that particular day, on account of particular event or particular festival. So that we have to write. And the office order is basically a form of internal communication. Fine. So now the next is memo. Memo is basically it is being used for again internal communication, and mostly it happens in the case of like when some kind of disciplinary action is being taken. So at that particular moment they are using they are writing, the higher authorities, they are writing the memos. So mostly it is like this is used for conveying information, calling for explanation, as explanation means some wrong thing has taken place and now the uh, officials they are asking for explanation. So amounting to an order to subordinate authorities. This system is particularly applicable to urgent cases where the information conveyed is in continuous supersession of earlier information. Such previous memoranda may be referred to in the margin under the heading In this context, also read the earlier communication as under. Like if they have asked for once and that explanation has not received at the level of the higher authority, so they may refer the number of the past memo that on this particular date it has been it has been asked from you to reply and we did not receive, so why not to take further disciplinary action against you. So the memo is being issued in that particular case. Now the newsletter. A newsletter is a kind of bulletin issued regularly, periodically. Generally that period is fixed that, once in a year, maybe annually, biannually, quarterly. So like that, people are using that newsletter. Newsletter is covering all the past information, past performance details of the organization, and maybe some, calendar of the forthcoming events. So we can see here one newsletter of my organization, that is the DSPSR, and we have the name of that newsletter. It is DSPSR review. So this newsletter is having the nature of quarterly. We are bringing four issues of that newsletter. So here we can see some things are very much important. Volume number three, number three shows that, in that particular year, for that particular month time period. Actually, number three is showing the period. So that is July 2017 to September 2017. So it is including the information of that particular period. So generally we start our session in the month of August, 1st August. So here it is written on 4th of August 2017 we started our orientation program. This is the pick. So we are trying to make it to, live kind of. So new faculty induction, some people they join the organization in that particular period. Faculty agent, yes, here I am, Dr. Seema Singh. I have done, presented papers in the different international national conferences. So that is written here. And then some students council election were there. So the selected candidates, that information is showing here on the right side. Teachers Day celebration, we celebrated that. So almost, the teachers are here, most people are here from that side fraternity. So these are yes, I took my, student, I asked them to perform as a teacher in the class. So this is the thing we have included here. Freshers party we organized, some MDP program was there. So Swachhata Pakhwada, we have celebrated that. Then International Ozone Day, our students participated there. That is being organized by Department of Environment, Government of NCT of Delhi. So these are the things, whatever it has been happened in the past for that particular period. So we are covering those information. So this is the newsletter. So we can see it here. Okay. So now the report writing. So what do we understand by the term report? Report, the definition given by Lessiker, a business report is an orderly, objective communication of factual information that serves some business purpose. Boone and others have said a business report is a document that organizes information and a specific topic for a specific business purpose. According to Murphy, a business report is an impartial, objective, planned presentation of a fact to one or more persons for a specific significant business purpose. So we can conclude that report can be defined as an organized written statement of facts related to a specific business matter. We will cover it in the next video. Thank you.